Bezrat Hashem, the Kavod Shabbos Kodesh, one day until Shabbos, 17 until Rosh Hashanah, and we have 101 until Hanukkah. It's crazy. We've been starting the countdown at 160, and Rav Jordan told us and revealed to us to start the countdown at around 60. So, Chaver, there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot to build towards, and the time is right now, mamash, this second, this moment. So tefillah b'shem Kol Yisrael, l'shem Kol Yisrael, for Pesach, Reuven ben Yosef Asar Bach Bas Yehudis, Yonah Bas Basa, Shira Bas Basa, Sinai Reuven ben Mani, Nisim ben Rachel, Gabriel Ruth Bat Sarah, Chai Rivka Bat Ega Bela, and Mordechai Yosef. Bezrat Hashem and b'shem Kol Yisrael. Let us be happy with our share. Hashem, help us be happy with our share at all times. Let us put our main emphasis on Torah study and only have to work on a casual basis, and even in the short periods of time that we have to engage in work or business or in order to earn what we need for our livelihood. Let us still be attached to you into your holy Torah. Let us never forget you, even for the briefest moment. Hashem, please grant us everything we have asked of you. Help us sanctify ourselves by observing the Holy Covenant from now on. Moshe Yitzchak, great to see you. Let us subordinate ourselves to you in complete truth. Do not let the least hint of pride or arrogance come into our hearts or minds. Cleanse us of all motives of trying to impress others and win their admiration. Let us come to genuine humility. Bezrat Hashem. Beautiful, beautiful lighting fixture in back of you, Maishala. And l'chaim, l'chaim. Halacha l'maisa. Halacha for Rosh Hashanah. So, I feel like it's, I was going through halachos. I feel like it's very, what I'm going to start doing, hopefully, is get the Rosh Hashanah Machzor and really just like go through it and like really just mark it down the Machzor. It makes a lot of sense. What we're going through, it's tough stuff. So if one forgot to recite Zachrenu or Mikamocha, Uchto B'Sefer Chayim, which is inscribed in the Book of Life, and he did not realize his omission until after he recited Baruch Atah Hashem of that blessing. Since he recited the name of Hashem, he should complete the blessing and continue praying, and he need not go back to the beginning of the blessing. It says here in the footnote, if, however, he realized his omission before reciting Hashem's name in the conclusion of the blessing, he should go back, recite the appropriate phrase, and continue from that point. So it's whether we said Hashem's name or not. Okay. Likewise, if on Rosh Hashanah he forgot to recite the passage of Uvechin Tein Pachdecha and V'chatam HaMelech HaKadosh, but he did remember to conclude the blessing with HaMelech HaKadosh, even if he has recited only the words Baruch Atah Hashem, blessed are you Hashem, he should conclude with Hamelech HaKadosh and continue the Shemona Esrei, reciting the next blessing, Atah V'chartanu. All right. Amazing. Chavra. The last Sichot was a big one. It's very much connected to what we have here. Really trying to access, trying to pinpoint, trying to reveal the true strengths within ourselves. So in Sicha 84, it's crazy we're on Sicha 84. Rabbi Nachman talks about how Hashem is the only escape. Now, what does this mean? Is a Sicha. Oh my God, what a Sicha. So Sicha 84, Rabbeinu says, do not say that the pit and grave will be your refuge. This is big, powerful stuff. The Lashon, we'll say it again. Do not say that the pit and grave will be your refuge. Whether we're saying this or not, right? But we could have the mindset, we could be living like this line or not. In this world, you have the burden of livelihood and many other worries, like we're all aware of. Therefore, you are not aware of minor annoyances. A mosquito can bite you, but because of your many concerns, you may not even feel it. But in the grave, you have no distractions. You could even hear the sound of the maggots crawling towards you and feel the pain of their every bite into your flesh. There is nothing that can take your mind away from the suffering. May Hashem spare us. It's just a powerful Sicha. And, it's all coming back to Pesach, right? Detecting and finding those crumbs within ourselves that hinder our growth, that hinder our ability to see, to live, to be aware, right? To do that examination process so often could help us very much to be in touch with what we are experiencing and what we need to cleanse ourselves with and how we could go to the next level. Now, there's a Mishnah in Pirkei Avot, in the first chapter, the 14th Mishnah, and that's for the Chaver who revealed to me that there are chapters in Pirkei Avot, so hopefully we correctly cite it. So it goes like this, very very short, but one of the most famous ones. Hu ayahomer im ein ani li mi li ukshani latzmi mani. What a Mishnah. If I'm not for myself, who will be for me? If I am for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? So there's a lot of commentary on this, especially in the art scroll. You have they pull from everywhere, Mamish. So we're just going to read a little bit, and now it's Thursday, so it's very kedai that we bring in Shabbos into our limud. Unbelievable. So the Meiri talks about exactly what very connected to what Rabbi Nachman is saying, and what we're trying to build here is being aware of our spiritual as well. Like we could be going through life, time flies, we have our avoda, but when are we ever asking ourselves, what is the purpose of our lives? Why are we here? It's a very, very important question, and through the question, we could feel those little mosquito bites and start to be aware of them. Now, the Midrash Shmuel talks about, if I am for myself, what am I? What does this mean? This is a call out to inreach. We're not going to say outreach, inreach. I think Rav Yair may have said that one time, or Avi Karakowski. The idea of inreach, bringing people in the circle. Right? While man must make his own spiritual journey, he may not ignore the spiritual welfare of his fellow Jews. We have to bring everyone into the circle. What good is if we are dancing and the people on the side aren't? We have to bring them into the dance circle. Now, what Rabbi Nachman is saying a little bit over here, the im lo akshav imatai, right? If not now, when? So here's the Shabbos idea. This means the opportunity to provide for the soul is only in the present. It's only right now at 1:15 p.m., September 8th, Thursday, the Kavod Shabbos. The world is like Friday. Olam Hazeh is like Friday. Chaver, this is a huge idea, huge mindset. The world is like Friday. The world to come is like Shabbos. Only if one prepares food on Friday will he have the provisions for the Sabbath. This is written in the Gemara in Avodah Zarah. Once one's time in this world is up, he can no longer do any mitzvot. If not now, when? However, this world is the time to prepare the food. Prepare the food for the world to come. And you know what's so chazak? That Rabbi Eliezer of Skolin, this book, Hasidic Masters, you have it, Moshe. Unbelievable. You have the Hasidic Masters on page 211. Eliezer Zisha, Portugal of Skolin, talks about becoming a Jew. Right? This is the Sefer Noam Eliezer. And we recite a bracha in the morning for not having made us a Gentile. Lo asani goy. Now, he raises the question, the tzaddik raises the question, wouldn't it make more sense to say for making me a Jew? Oh, Chevra, what is it? So answer the Rebbe, when you were born, God created you merely as a person who is not a Gentile. A Jew you become only after expending a great deal of effort and energy. You don't thank God for making you a Jew. It is by your own exertion that you become a Jew. It's a deep concept. So, Chaver Bezrat Hashem, this world is a world of work. It's a world of action. It's a world of preparing the food. In the next world, we'll be able to taste the geschmack of the food. We taste it in this world as well. But we don't want any regrets. We don't want to look back at all those opportunities that were wasted from fear or of other things that are connected to not doing what you want to do. So Bezrat Hashem, we should take action. Questions, comments, please feel free. It's a big one.
Wow, big one. What does it mean? Fine. The Heilige Kutzker Rebbe points out, and is now a famous song, the Holy Rebbe of Avram Fried. Kutzker Rebbe introduces a tongue twister, and everyone knows the tongue twister. It goes, if I am I because you are you, and you are you because I am I, then I am not I, and you are not you. But if I am I because I am I, and you are you because you are you, then I am truly I, and you are truly you. One knows. But what does that mean? One lesson, which Avram Fried points out in the song, is understanding to be yourself. And that is really an important yesod. And you touched on the Mishnah, given over by Hillel, I believe. I believe Hillel was the one who said over the Mishnah. If I am not for me, Yimeini Mili. What's the end of it? As you quoted so beautifully. Kitzer. This is very important that I'm forgetting the end of the Mishnah. It's very important. But what I believe in
V'im lo achshav imatai.
V'im lo achshav imatai. Those two statements are not mutually exclusive at all. Rather, they're very much dependent on one another. If I am not for myself, v'im lo achshav imatai. If I'm not for myself, then who is? And if not now, when? Meaning I have to know myself, properly understand where I am physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, in order to know that now is the time to do it. I need to know where I am and what I need to know, what I need to do in order to move forward in terms of getting ready for Shabbos, in terms of learning Torah, in terms of giving more tzedakah. I need to know where I stand. And all those aspects are me being for myself. It could be that I had a long day and I'm not able to give so much tzedakah. I wasn't so successful. Could be that I wasn't so successful in business. But Gevalt, I'm going to do more for Shabbos, do whatever I can though. But doing it whatever I can doesn't mean, that's it. We're poor on the streets. We have nothing. It means understanding where we are in the world. And this tongue twister, the Kotzker points out, directly relates to the Holy Torah that Rabbi Nachman is telling us here in Pei Dalid. And everyone knows Pei Dalid is referenced many times in the world of Chassidus, is the letters for Daf, or the Daf Yomi. Everyone knows. And actually in the world of Slonim, it's explained that during Shovavim, there's a certain inyan that connects to the Daf. We won't go into that now, but it's very important that this is particularly with the Siman Pei Dalid, touching, and this inyan that the Slonimers bring down, and we'll touch a little bit on it, not so much. The Slonimers bring down, they say that the inyan of learning Daf Yom, I think it's 8 daf a day during Shovavim for the Slonimers, then 8 daf a day during that 6-week period. And they say that those 8 daf correspond to eight different character traits in the body, not of the Sefirot, but not connected to the Sefirot, but 8 character traits, eight personality traits that we're trying to rectify. And we see that this daf, this Pei Dalid sugya is coming to tell us that we have to understand the little things in our lives that need correcting. Rabbeinu here is telling us that we're so caught up in Parnasa and the bigger things in life that we don't even notice a mosquito bite. Rahman al-Slan, Gevalt. During Elul, we have so much flying around. Where are we going to be for this Shabbos? Then we have to worry about Rosh Hashanah. Did I blow the shofar enough? Did I hear a shofar every single time? They learn every halacha. Gevalt, these are important things. And this is what should be doing. We should be learning every halacha. We should be going into immense detail in the well-being of ourselves, and our family, and our friends. We should be having 2-3 hour conversations. That sounds like a lot? Fine. You're not used to talking 2-3 hours with one person. You usually talk to them for 3 minutes, 7 minutes. You usually talk to them for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Usually talk to them for 1 minute, 30 minutes. It's about going into depth and detail. Elul is about going into depth and detail. That's why Elul, Aleph Vav, I'm saying Aleph Lamed, Lamed Vav. I don't know how to spell anything. Aleph Lamed Vav Lamed, whatever. It's Purim at this point in my mind. / it's Hanukkah. We got the Hanukkah mug out.
Oh, there we go.
Aleph Lamed Vav Lamed. The words, the letters point to length and breadth. An Aleph, a very wide letter. A Lamed, squiggly, the tallest letter in the alphabet, in the alphabet. And a Vav, the ability to bring down. And then another Lamed, another squiggly, going through details and form and direction. Zar Hashem, be able to know ourselves, and by this way go through going to see others in the world, in the field, and do the daf.
Dude, wow, what a bracha. What a bracha to just see you. What a bracha. Wow.
Still here. Give more water.
Wow. Hashem. So grateful. So grateful. Wow. To see Hanukkah in action. 101 days. Mamash, every single word, every single letter that came out of your mouth was gold, treasure, diamonds. Start the Shem. Let's go on the pratim. Let's go on the details, and let's fire it up. We should have an amazing Shabbos. Continue Sunday, Bizrat Hashem, and we shall all be well.